I thought it was on my son's account, but we were good. Anyway, today I want to talk about how to restart your weight loss journey after dealing with emotional issues, after emotionally eating. So, I was watching a video on Instagram. I posted on my Instagram about another fitness influencer, and she was talking. Her sister asked her, she's like, "Are you embarrassed as a fitness influencer for gaining weight?" And her answer was so real. And she's like, "No, because I want to show my followers that this is life. This is what happened. I put on 25 pounds because she was going out eating restaurants." That's what she was saying. She was going out just enjoying life, and she wasn't going to the gym a lot. And she put on 25 pounds. But she wanted to like show her followers that that's real. That's reality. Me, on the other hand, my issues are slightly different. I ended up putting on weight due to being in a very, 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 very high stress situation. And after going through all I went through, beating the horrible situation I was in, after getting into the car accident, healing myself, losing all that weight, getting to my lowest weight ever, to only re-enter the world after being in a horrible mental game due to all the injuries I had, the brain injury I had, to finally go into a job that I was so excited to join, to only have that job be like literally, I can't say it's the worst decision I made, but I can say I learned a lot about that from that experience. I knew going into this experience that whether it worked out or not, that I knew that basically I would learn how to improve myself as a trainer, the courses to take, to learn, get to help people, and so forth. And that's what happened. It was a very toxic situation. Management was very, very micromanaging. It was super toxic. People would pin each other, people against each other. Wasn't a female and friendly environment, that's for sure. And the back room was very unhealthy, even though the manager I had at the time would be like, "Oh, I'm very happy that my back room is not very toxic." It was very toxic. But I quit my job January 1st because my health was being impacted. Because of it, I wasn't able to do OMAD because I was way too physical, which is fine. But it was just more than that. Everything I went through, I talked about in the video how I was screwed over by coworkers and I ended up getting injured or whatnot. I wonder if I should have really filed a WSIB claim, but it is what it is because I did get injured at work. But I left the situation because I knew that I was going to be looked at in a bad light because of what happened. But after going through all of that, I ended up, my nervous system was not well. My nervous system hasn't been well for a really, really long time. Hello, welcome to the live stream. And with my nervous system completely out of whack, being stressed at work, working, like what people understand as a personal trainer, you're up at very crazy hours. You are up at the hours where you are basically catering to your clients, which I was fine with. I know I could have done the job. Problem is, I was not in a very supportive environment with coworkers. There were a few coworkers I had that were amazing. A couple of the older ones with kids were absolutely amazing to me. The club attendants, the younger ones, absolutely amazing to me. They were kind. I came in there with an open mind, and it is what it is. People are the way they are, and you cannot trust human beings. And I learned very well. People are in it for themselves. So I had to quit the situation in order to take care of myself. But I learned a lot from it, and it did break me. It wasn't only that. It was compounded with a lot of things that happened. Toxic home life, the whole situation early on in the year. It did stress me out to the point where I was barely hanging on every day. Like, I'm amazed that I'm here. It's February 1st. It's 2025. I'm still alive. A part of me is grateful. There's a part of me that I'm grateful for. But no matter what, going through hard times, we have to find a way to pick ourselves back up. Even if the situation is not where we want it to be. Even if you're still going through it. Trust me, I'm still going through it. But I made the decision to get rid of one major stress in my life, which was a job that I was showing up for. However, or I couldn't because of my injuries, but I wasn't getting paid well. So why would I show up in a situation where I'm busting my butt and I have to grovel to the new manager and show, like, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be in that situation. The new manager didn't really care about my situation. They don't care. People don't care. They don't care. But it was a great experience because my clients made it. Like, my clients were absolutely amazing. I helped my clients feel good about themselves in terms of like, I got some of them to lose some weight. So it was a pretty good experience, but it is what it is. This is life. But anyway, can you say hi, Emmy? I'm a new follower. Can you say hi, Emmy? Hi, Emmy. Hello. Hi from London, Emma. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. Welcome to the live stream. So after going through all of that, my nervous system faulting, that brought up a lot of trauma. A lot of traumas have been brought up after hitting my head really hard. Like, come on. Like, when you hit your head that hard as a woman, because we're not really strong in the neck area, and I'm a strong woman. I should have broke my neck, to be honest, but it is what it is. Like, anyone who suffered a head injury and they had trauma before that, it can bring up a lot. So right now, I'm really working on the inner work deeply with my psychologist, who I trust. I've been working through EMDR and ART and internal family systems, which is basically, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not a psychologist, but basically internal family systems is that we have different versions of ourselves inside of us. Like, we have different voices. You know, we have protectors that are trying to protect our inner child. And my system thinks I'm still a young girl. And it may protect me by binge eating, by overeating. It may protect me by shutting down and not talking to people. It may protect me by getting angry. It may protect me in different ways. Now, all these different parts of me are important. It's just a matter of having control of each of those parts of me. And that's where my higher self, or the self who I am today, where I have to navigate all these voices and all these thoughts and personas of myself within me. It's a very complicated thing, but I've been working on that. And the one thing I've been struggling, oh yeah, the self-doubt one that's a horrible one, because I literally, the last couple months, or not even couple of months, it started in September when the whole debacle happened at work, and then I switched trainers after paying for money and I got injured. The whole I'm not good enough and self-doubt part of me took over. So that's when I started self-sabotaging. That's when I started purposely eating foods that I knew that would harm me, because I was just at a point where I wanted to give up, because it's like, what the heck? I'm still in pain again after seeing so much hope and progress with my SI joint and my hip joint. I started getting into pain again. So that caused a lot. And I'm still going through it to this day, which is kind of why I've been posting shorts. I'm a little bit emotional because it's not an easy thing to go through. But I'm picking myself up. I'm changing my life around. Got rid of the toxic work environment. And the next thing is to get rid of the toxic relationship that I'm in. And I remember watching a podcast. It was with Michaela Peterson and Brett Cooper. I got to go rewatch it. But they were talking about, Brett Cooper was talking about how her mom said that it's important that she gets into a relationship when she's in a state where she gets to know herself and she's not healed. We're never going to heal. The healing journey will always be continued, but you're confident in yourself. And she did that. And she's now married. And then Michaela Peterson talked about her situation, how she was in a, what do you call it? Her nervous system was always high. And that's my situation. Nervous system's always high. And I've been with someone that I thought it would be a good idea, but it's not. So now I'm in a situation where I'm trying to change that. And this is 10 years. I have a child with this person, but I'm done with trying. And that's the next tricky situation that I got to get myself out of, because right now I quit my job. I'm trying to heal my body and my brain is not good at all, but we're working through it. So that's the next big change in my life. And we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it. I've been on social media, working away, started a channel for my son because he begged me to. He's getting way more views than I am on my channel. And I'm trying to grow on social media, which is, this is my goal. I want to work for myself because I'm a little bit traumatized for being out in the work world, because people are just, I wish I can find a good, like, I've talked to people and they have like a healthy work environment. I wish I can find that, but right now my brain's like, you know, there's that part of me, it's like avoid. But I'm working on that and I'm getting over that. And I'm going to be working somewhere part-time. That's going to be the plan, so I can support myself as I build my digital products and business online. That's going to be the goal. And when it comes to coaching people and all of that, I think the best route for me to go, Like right now, I do have people I am working with in real life, like I'm creating programs for and training and so forth. I do have that, so I'm very grateful for that. But my goal right now is to make more digital products, make more things that people can purchase. And I'm working on a restart OMAD plan, which is what I want to talk about today. So, how to restart OMAD after going through hell. And first of all, you need to make sure you're in the position to restart OMAD. Meaning that for me, I wasn't in that position earlier on. Again, the job was too physically demanding, too taxing. I was on my feet all day, burning tons of calories and training clients and all of that, which I loved. I wish I can do it, but again, toxic work environment, I wasn't going to stay there. So to put yourself in a situation to restart OMAD, just start. That's one. Just start is one. Just start off with a 20-hour fast. Or you can start off with a prolonged fast. For me, I was trying since December, trying and falling. And then I quit my job, did my 2 weeks. So I last worked about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago was the last shift I did. And going through that transition was a bit difficult, but finally, after just struggling, I'm on track for the first time in a long time. So sometimes you just have to keep falling and getting back on track. That's all you can do, is keep fighting. And if you have access to getting help, if it's like an emotional situation, please do that. For me, I don't have anybody. My psychologist is helping me out a lot. I have myself, I have my mom. My mom's been helping me out a lot. But I'm the person I want to get back to trusting and depending on myself, because there is that side of me that's like, hey, I know I'm capable of depending on myself, and I need to get that self back. It's just been a little bit destroyed. But going back to the whole OMAD thing, honestly, guys, just start. 20-hour fast, do it. You're going to go through pains. You're going to go through an excruciating time. Get through that intense bout of hunger, and once you do, it gets easier. It gets easier. Emma G says you're working on yourself. That's a positive journey. Love your channel. I've started IF and I feel great. Thanks. Aw, well, thank you so much, Emma. Glenda says you got this, girl. Aw, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Focherman says you're on the right account. Thank you. I was like, what account am I on? Because I saw someone from Roblox. I was like, what? Am I on my son's account? Because he has a Roblox channel. Thank you. Yeah, it's not an easy journey. And it's a very difficult thing to go through on your own, and to go through it in a situation where you have someone that's bringing you down is even difficult. But I know I can get through this. I know I can. I've done it before, and I will do it. And I'm like myself right now. I know there's a future version of myself that's going to be so proud of me for moving forward through everything I'm going through, because it's not easy, but I'm here. I'm trying not to get emotional. I am a week before my cycle, so there's that. But I'm about 22 hours into my fast right now, which is yay. My body kind of wants to do an extended fast, a longer fast, but I don't know. We'll see. Right now I'm having this coffee because I have to be editing a bunch of videos, but my body definitely wants me to go into a longer fast. And that's another thing I want to say. If you're struggling to try to get into a longer fast, what you can do is just jump into OMAD for a couple of days, and then it will kind of curb your appetite. And then there's a point where you're like, I can just fast for a few days. So the way I'm jumping into OMAD, I was struggling with overeating and binging for months on end. So I told myself, you know what? I'm not going to worry about anything except fasting for at least 20 hours and eating within an hour eating window. An hour eating window. The longest I ate was probably 45 minutes. Why is that? Because when you eat in that condensed eating window, you are limiting the time that your body is getting those glucose spikes. And basically when we eat certain foods, we have 3 types of macronutrients. We have carbs, protein, and what am I missing? Fats. The most important one. One of the most important ones. They're all important. But when it comes to weight loss, we're going to digress here. Carbs, protein, and fat. Carbs spike our glucose levels the most, and obviously the processed garbage carbs do it the most. Now, carbs are not the enemy. I said that. Carbs aren't bad. However, when you are transitioning into a journey of losing weight, it helps to eat carbs that are higher in fiber, or to eliminate it for some people totally. It's not necessary, but for a lot of people who struggle with metabolic disease, it's easier to just get rid of it because their system is so sensitive to those glucose spikes. So carb spikes is the most, protein is the second, fats is the third. So what I wanted to say when it comes to this entire OMAD thing, it puts you in a situation where your blood sugar is stabilized throughout the day, throughout most of the day. So when your blood sugar is stabilized, your body is going to switch to fat burning. Fasting is the fastest way to switch your body into burning fat. It is the fastest way. And it's, I think personally, because I'm trained fasting, again, not everyone can fast. If you are blessed and you are able to fast, please give yourself a pat in the back, because it makes weight loss so easy. It really does. Just get over that growing pain, that hunger pain at first. And then once you get over that bad pain of hunger and the symptoms of having like headaches and nausea or whatnot, that's what I had my first day. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. I had it for a couple of days. The first day I had nausea. The second day I had, after eating my meal, I had a bad headache. And the reason why I had that bad headache is I didn't have my electrolytes in the morning. But now I'm okay. I didn't have electrolytes this morning. I'm okay. I'm going to make sure I dose my food with electrolytes. But once you get over that hump, it becomes easy because your body gets to be fat adapted, and it's just doing its thing. Now, what I wanted to say, for someone who struggled with binging, eat whatever you want in that hour eating window. In the beginning of your journey, honestly, just eat whatever you want and you will see results. I'm already down 4 pounds after starting about 4 days ago or so. Well, this is my fifth day. I have to look at my weight log. I have a weight log at home. So I'm already down 4 pounds, and this is a week before my cycle. Another thing I want to talk about for women, us women, when you're a week before your cycle, the thing is, Dr. Mindy Pell says not to do OMAD. I think the trick is, like, and intermittent fasting foodie also disagree with this, because she did a review on Dr. Mindy Pell's Fast Like a Girl. And I understand why she says no fasting a week before your cycle, because progesterone does not like stress. Progesterone is the dominant hormone in our luteal phase, and it wants nurturing. So that's when you're going to nurture yourself. You're going to have the carbs. You're not going to do any fast longer than 15 hours. 15 hours, she says in the book. But for me, I find if I don't do keto OMAD, I'm okay. But I'm doing an OMAD, I would call it dirty OMAD, lazy OMAD. It's real OMAD, meaning that I'm fasting, but I'm eating whatever the heck I want, whether that be pasta or garbage stuff for now. And then as I did that for a couple of days, now my body's like, I don't want this. Now it's starting to reject the bad food. So I'm like, great. Now I can start transitioning myself into healthier food. So what's happening is that my cravings are getting sorted out. And the reason why my cravings are getting sorted out, it's probably because I'm killing gut microbacteria that shouldn't be there. So our cravings or our taste buds are determined by our gut microbiome. And when you fast, you start to get rid of gut microbiome that is not healthy for you. So I think with these fastings, it's like my consistent fasting, it's changing my gut microbiome. And now I'm starting to like, I want to eat a big salad for my OMAD meal, a big salad, and probably maybe some seafood. I'm thinking shrimp, something high in protein, shrimp, steak, something like that. I'm going to go to the grocery store and figure it out. I can easily break my fast now, because I'm probably reaching, it's 1:35 p.m. at right now. Let me know what time it is for you. 2:15 would be 23 hours. Yeah, because I break my fast at, I ended my meal at 3:15 yesterday, or 3:10 yesterday. So yeah, so I probably gonna have lots of salad. My body now is craving like fiber. It's craving healthier food. So why I love OMAD to help me restart is that it's helping, it's like the easiest way for me to kill the bad food cravings. I don't know, it's just easy for me. And you're seeing results on the scale. That's the coolest thing. Like, you're changing your appetite, and you're seeing results in the scale, and the hunger is non-existent. Like, the hunger is starting to disappear. I'm a little hungry now because I could break my fast again. I'm like 23 hours, almost 23 hours into my fast. But like yesterday, I didn't even want to finish my meal. I hardly ate. I didn't really want to eat. And I'm like, this is great. This is great. And I'm like, OMAD's doing its thing. Because I remember throughout my journey, like, it was so easy to do it. The big mistake I made on my journey in 2023 was once I killed the bad taste buds. So that's the taste buds of wanting like processed garbage and processed food. I was getting coaching at the time, and this coach told me to start eating like junk food. And I was like, that's a mistake, because I got rid of those bad, that bad bacteria. So now I kind of like, with all of this journey I went through with OMAD, I'm learning from all of my mistakes and everything that happened. So, if you fail, it's still an opportunity to learn. And the key is, failure is not fatal. What you have to do is learn from those lessons. So on the emotional side, as I was saying, I am doing therapy. I'm doing really intense EMDR, ART. EMDR is eye movement reprocessing. EMDR, what is it? Eye movement desensitization reprocessing therapy. I'm probably saying that wrong. And then ART is advanced accelerated therapy. I'm screwing up everything right now. And I explain what internal family systems is, but it's basically helping me reprocess on the subconscious level, because 95% of our thoughts happen on the subconscious level. And I'm doing the hard work. So the work where I'm dealing with the deep inner demons and stuff, I'm doing that with my therapist so she can help me get back to a safe place. So I do that work with her. And then anytime I have an incident where maybe emotions will come back, I just do either some tapping, or I close my eyes and I just have kind of like I make up a scene in my head. So if I'm having pain in my chest, maybe I sit into a pool of water and I feel that hot pool of water like taking away that pain, or I'm seeing the pain in clouds and I'm letting it go as I'm tapping. I have tools to help me deal with the emotion that might strike up, because that's my problem, is when the emotion takes over and I lose control. So yeah, I'm still working on it. It's a process, doing it in a very toxic situation. But I'm thankful I'm able to do this, because right now without my therapist, I don't know what I would do. So it's been really helpful having her. She's been helping me out a lot. And so has my son, just hang out with him, doing his YouTube videos and whatnot. But we're working on getting me strong enough to leave this toxic experience I had with the work behind, leave the toxicity that happened in early 2024 behind, trying to get myself to feel safe and to trust myself again, because I had issues trusting myself, because I feel like I made a lot of mistakes, even though my intentions were good. Like my intentions, I knew I always wanted to become a personal trainer. Like, why am I beating myself up because you ended up in a situation that you didn't think it was positive? At least you you took the risk. A lot of people don't. At least you took the risk and you got to learn, So I'm trying to like rewire how I speak to myself. But anyway, do you listen to gospel music as well to calm you down? Yes, I do. I was on Instagram, and I found a couple of gospel songs, and like I started listening to Nigerian gospel music, which is really cool. They're speaking in Nigerian. I'm like, wow, this language like resonates with me for some reason. I am like heavily Nigerian. I did a DNA test. I'm like, what? 65% Nigerian? Something like that. Most of my DNA is from Nigeria. And like I was listening, and then she would sing it in Nigerian and English, and it's just like, oh, such beautiful. But yes, I've been listening to gospel music. I've been reading the Bible a lot, just connecting with God on a one-on-one level, Jesus, all that stuff. I've been doing all that stuff. Gospel music really helps. I started listening to Eddie Pinero more. His work has helped me out a lot. I was just listening to it on my phone. Your World Within, his stuff is amazing. So I've been re-listening to him a lot. Just to help me when I like can constantly bombard my mind with all of this stuff, just to help me rework the thoughts in my head where I don't feel like doing something, or like an emotion may come up. Having this play constantly really helps me to just get through it. I don't know how to explain it. I guess it's kind of like a way of, because we're constantly bombarded with negative thoughts, and it's a matter as if we choose to go with those. Like, we can't control what we think. We're gonna think what we think. That's where people get it wrong. People think we control what we think. We don't. The key is not giving attention to the things that bring us down. And that can be hard. Like rumination. Rumination is very, very difficult, especially when you struggle with depression and anxiety. This is something I've dealt with my whole life. We think, and rumination is just our body or our mind trying to protect us. Because we ruminate over situations, bad situations that may have happened. Maybe something that happened in a relationship, a breakup, something that you may have done wrong at work, and you're ruminating over it. Because you do that thinking, like your body, like a part of you is thinking that you're protecting yourself. And it's trying to. That's all that voice is trying to do, is protect yourself. But it just doesn't know how. So you got to give yourself grace in that situation. And that's where mindfulness and meditation comes in. Like, I'm not going to lie, the last couple of months I really struggled with meditating because and I've never had this experience in my life. I meditated for years and years and years. And I was having problems with meditating, and even recently I was having problems with visualization. In my last therapy session, which was yesterday, I told my therapist, I'm like, I'm literally struggling to see good. Like, I'm literally like, I don't know what's going on. So we did some EMDR, ART, accelerated resolution therapy. That's it. And she helped me like deal with the emotions, like the negative emotions. I kind of like sat there and did my therapy with that. And then I was trying to imagine myself doing the things I want to do. I was really struggling with that. I'm trying my best to do this without medication. I do have some medication sitting there, but I don't want to touch it because it just causes more issues. I think for me personally, I'm just saying to each their own, listen to your doctor. But yeah, I think the best way to get through this is to face the deep, dark thoughts head on, and to know that you are not your failures and you are not your mistakes. Sunset Lover says, I will be praying for you, girlie. Things will get better. This was only a season in your life. God will do a new thing in your life. Restoration is your portion. Thank you so much. I appreciate the prayers. Sometimes I feel like my mind is like, the Bible even says like the devil gets you through the mind. He really does. He gets you through the mind. It's the mind. Isn't that how, I'm not really like biblical, but isn't that how it happened with Adam and Eve? The snake or something went to the mind. I don't really know the context of it, but yeah, it really does. And I felt like my mind was hijacked, and I feel like it still is. And I'm trying to get over it. I'm using prayer. I'm using psychology. I'm using everything. Fasting. That's another thing. Ever since I started fasting, because I was really losing control, consistent with OMAD, I now don't feel so bogged down by my thoughts. I don't feel, my thoughts were horrible. Like, I don't feel good about my life right now. I'm not happy with my life. But like, ever since I started fasting, it's making it a little easier. So I feel like there's something going on there. There is science with fasting and mental health and anxiety. So like, I'm still struggling, but I'm not struggling as much as I was, where I would have to wake up in the morning and just get like not wanting to wake up, just wanting to sleep all day. But it's getting there. I'm getting out of my hole. And this is a big thing. Me coming on YouTube is a big thing, guys. It's a big thing because I was like, I shouldn't even be on here. I'm in all these horrible thoughts. And I'm like, you know what, girl, just get up. People are resonating with your shorts. A few people have messaged me with my shorts on Instagram, on TikTok. I've been all over the place posting these shorts, different variations of each on each platform. And I realized that I'm not the only one going through this. I'm not the only one who's lost weight and regained a bunch. It doesn't mean I'm a bad person. It doesn't mean I'm not worthy of helping people lose weight or helping people better themselves. In fact, if anything, it makes me more qualified because I'm down in it with you guys. I'm right here grinding with you, trying to sort through all these traumas, all of these emotions, all of these thoughts. I'm right here with you guys. So I know what it takes, and documenting this journey as I'm going through it, it's difficult, but I've done it before. Like, I know I can do it. If I've done it before, I can do it again. And the same thing goes out to you. If you've been through this before, you can do it again. If you lost the weight before, you can do it again. Don't let your current circumstances convince you that you are incapable of changing it, because you can. And the power lies in us building ourselves back up. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And I'm doing it through hell, but I'm doing it. One thing I want to be thankful for is that I'm not in significant pain. So thank God, because of the steroid shot I got in my hip. Not ideal, but I'll be okay. It's only one steroid shot. And I have a doctor who's really, 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 really determined to help me figure this out. So that's a win. I have to send a form back to him because it's my SI joint that's not moving right. He put lidocaine in it about a week ago or a week and a half ago, and we know it's the SI joint that's acting up. So I got to send that form, and we're probably going to do a steroid shot into the SI joint. But I respond so well to it, and so does my mom. It just lasts us years. So once I get, like, I might get one in the joint on my left SI joint and then my right. So the SI joint is basically the joint that joins. I wish I had a little skeleton. So this is your pelvis, so your hips, right? And then there's your spinal column. It's the joint that goes into the hip bone, like not the hip bone, but the pelvis. And it's a big joint, so it supports you on many levels, sitting, walking. And when that joint's messed up, it's bad. But I know what to do to heal it. That's another thing. Me going through this hell in this personal training situation, being around really fake people, it made me learn what I need to do to heal myself. So I know what exercises I need to do, and I can share with people how to heal themselves. And not only that, I know how to deal with knee pain. And so many people struggle with knee pain with working out. And that's because they're not mobilizing and stabilizing their joints before doing certain exercises. So once I get more comfortable and I start venturing out, I really want to help people on that level. And I feel like I can reach more people online with helping with knee pain, helping with low back pain. Like that's and shoulder is like so easy. Shoulder pain or anything like that. Like, I feel like I've learned so much through this. So now, like, I feel like just something good just came over me. I just felt like good energy just come. I just felt it right now. I went through all of this for a reason. And like, all of this can help me help people. And that's all I really want to do. I want to help people who are in my situation. I want to help people who are, who are dealing with pain. I want to help people who are dealing with physical pain, emotional pain. I want to help people get through that by sharing my journey and tell you guys that you're not alone. I'm right here with you. And I want to create connection. I really do. And I've had more support from people I know online than I have in real life. Some other influencer talked about, the same influencer and someone else on TikTok talked about it. They're like, they're friends, like in real life. You guys know this is what I do for a living. Like, they won't give you a like in real life, but, a like online, but in real life, they'd be like, oh, I see what you're doing. It's great and great and great. Well, help them out. Give them a like, because that's how they make their money. They're talking about Instagram. It's a little bit different. And TikTok. Like, some people will be resentful for you. And I'm there to support people on this journey, whatever it may be. Mainly the people I've met online who've been amazing. Sarge, you've been amazing. He's always been supportive. Augie, he's been amazing. I've known these people for years, growing my YouTube channel. Who else has been amazing? Oh, obviously you guys. Lisa, always posting on my videos. Thank you. People who are here watching the live stream, thank you. Like, you guys are giving me so much hope in this storm. And thank you for giving me purpose. Thank you. And not just you guys, of course my son gives me purpose in all of this, but I really want to change people, and I really want people to know they can get through whatever they're going through. Anyway, the emotional eating part is really, really hard, but what best advice can I give to someone struggling with emotional eating? Get help. Get help. Whether it be finding a good therapist, I know that can be challenging, or just reading a self-help book, or going the spiritual route, praying to God. Just get help to deal with that, because that is always going to haunt you. No matter what. Even when you lose the weight, it will haunt you. Trust me, when I was at my leanest weight, oh my God, I was still, even like the more weight you lose, the more you get bombarded. And I remember talking to my one client about this. She was like so self-conscious. I'm like, girl, you look so good. You lost so much weight. But she was still nitpicking herself, saying she's not good enough, blah, blah, blah. And she revealed to me she went through some childhood stuff. Like just, bullying at school. Bullying at school can really, really impact people as well. That's a difficult thing people go through. So she was explaining that to me, and I'm like, and she looks incredible. She's so lean. She looked great, and I'm so proud of her. But even when I was at my leanest, I was still getting those thoughts. This is not good enough. I wanted to fight and get down to 155 pounds when my bone structure doesn't allow it, when I'm built, I would have been fine in the 170s. I could have just stayed there and build muscle, which will be the plan. I just wanted that number, but it wasn't about that number. It was me trying to run away from thoughts that were telling me I'm not good enough and constantly proving it to them but it doesn't matter. Doing the thing, so losing weight will never get rid of those thoughts of doubt. What will help you get rid of those thoughts of doubt is addressing them head on and sitting with them and asking them why, just sitting with them and giving it love, because those thoughts of self-doubt just wants to help you out. It's a part of you that just wants to help you out. I know it sounds weird, but it is. The doubt is trying to protect you, but it just doesn't know how. So it's to give those parts of you love. And that's what I'm learning to do, because I beat myself up like crazy, and I know a lot of you do, but it's learning to give yourself love and giving yourself grace. It's something I'm working on daily. It's so easy to give compassion to other people, but giving self-compassion to yourself is the hardest thing. That's something you can look for online. There's someone called Kristen Neff. She talks about the power of self-compassion and how it can really help. She went through her own journey. She's one of those famous psychologists where she beat herself up as well. And she learned the power of self-compassion, because when you're kind to yourself, you're kind to other people. And that's another thing. Anyone that does you wrong in this world, anyone that does horrible things to you, they are not in it, they are not being compassionate to themselves. Misery likes company. So don't you dare let someone bring you down when they have, just never let anyone bring you down. Never, ever, ever let anyone bring you down. That's what I gotta say. It's easier said than done, but people who are in a state who would purposely hurt people, they're not in a good state with themselves. So never let someone like that take your worth. Never, ever, ever. And I'm talking to myself here. I'm talking to you here. Never, ever let someone do that to you. Your power is in the mind, and your power is being able to allow things to enter your mind. It's going to take time to work through it, and it's going to be a journey, but it can be done. You will grow stronger. You'll have your moments of, weakness. You'll have your moments where you might give in to that thought or give in to what someone might be saying to you, but it's okay. You'll get stronger each time. You'll rise every time you fall. So yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Continue to be awesome. I'm trying. Thank you so much. But it was so great being with you guys today. This was a very emotional live stream, hormones, but I'm just trying to be real with you guys. If you have any questions, please drop it in the chat below. But I'm gonna head out and figure out what I'm going to eat, if I want to eat. I've got to finish up this coffee. I don't know. I'll eat. I feel like I need salad. I feel like I need fiber. I want to get more fiber. That's what I'm craving. Fiber and protein. I'm literally craving clean stuff, not sugar. And when I say sugar, I was meaning fruit. I don't really want fruit. I want fiber. Lots of vegetables. So I think I'm going to get this sweet kale salad I have. Maybe not put in the dressing because I just want lots of fiber. And then something high in protein. Tuna, not really tuna. It's shrimp and it's steak that I want. I'm going to have that. Anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're going through it, never give up, okay? It's going to feel like it's hard. You're going to feel like you want to quit, but never give up. Find a way to pick yourself back up. You have the power within you to make it happen. You truly do. Even on days that you don't feel like it. Even if your situation is not telling you do, you do. Okay? I'm right here with you. Anyway, send you guys mad love. And Bo's in the car, but she's sleeping. Hi, Bo. Want to say hi to everybody? You see her in the background? Hi, Bo. Oh, she's so cute. She has been amazing. She's with me all the nights that I've been crying, waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning, which has been a lot of nights. My sleep has not been well, but it's okay. We'll get through it. Right, Bo? How many calories do you eat per day? Oh yeah, that's something I forgot to mention. Right now, I'm not counting calories. I'm just transitioning to OMAD. I'm letting the eating window count the calories for me. So what do I mean by that? So basically, the smaller the eating window, the less calories you eat. If you eat within a half an hour eating window, you're guaranteed to lose weight. You are. So I'm not counting calories right now, but I'm going to get to that point. Trust, I will be, because I want to start tracking my macros. I need to be prioritizing protein because I'm all my injuries. I need to heal. But yeah, right now I'm in the early stages of transitioning. So I'm just making this as easy for me as possible. I'm just fasting for right now. I'm almost 23 hours into my fast. I'm fasting and I'm just eating in an hour eating window, and that's that. And I'm still losing weight. That's what I'm doing right now, just to reset my taste buds. So I talked about it earlier in the live stream. Right now, I am going from eating like crap for months to transitioning to eating healthy. And I find this is the way to do it, because the fasting just helps to correct my hormones, level out my blood sugar. It's just easy. If I eat throughout the day, I get hungrier and I just lose control. So this helps me to control my binge eating. So right now I'm not counting calories, but I will be. Right now I'm just making sure I'm eating within that hour eating window. But I will be doing more vlogs and I will be documenting this all. Just give me some time. Right now I'm just popping up shorts because that's where I'm at. I'm going to start doing more live streams, getting more comfortable. But I can tell you, in the past when I was losing weight with OMAD, the amount of calories, and it was keto OMAD, I like keto OMAD, the amount of calories I was eating was between 1,200 and 1,600 calories. So I don't know what your stats are, meaning your height, your weight, and all of that. But if you can try starting off, like the way I did it in the past is that I did 1,200 calories on an OMAD diet, and I ate it within an hour eating window. 1,200 calories. That's it. That's what I did. You can also do 1,200 calories in a 4-hour eating window, depending on where you are with your discipline and where you're at in. I'm not sure if you struggle with binge eating or whatnot. It depends on where you're at. For me, I can't do that yet. I'm not at 24 or more OMAD is what I call it. So 24 or more is basically fasting for 20 hours and eating in a 4-hour eating window. I'm not there yet. I need to do eating within a small eating window, because then I can get away with eating whatever I want and still lose weight. But now my body's slowly transitioning to a point where I can start eating healthier foods, and I can start tracking and I can start prioritizing protein and stuff. So yeah, but a number I started off in the past was around 1,200 to 1,200 calories, and then based on my needs, whether I was working out or not, and yes, I do work out on OMAD. I went for a walk. I find that when you exercise, it does help boost the, especially cardio, it helps boost the fat burning more. Obviously building muscle helps as well, but OMAD is not the best diet to build muscle. When it comes to training in the gym with OMAD, light work is key. High reps, light weights, just enough to feel a pump in the muscle. That's the way to do it. You can still have a decent amount of muscle on OMAD, not a decent amount, but you can still tone on OMAD. Like, you can still do that, but it's not the best way to do it. Right now, I'm prioritizing losing weight, burning fat, and showing the muscle I do have. That's another thing. I was training like a crazy person for the last 6 months, so I do have a lot of muscle on me, but I also have a lot of fat. So that is my plan, is to just get rid of all of that. 5'8", 205-pound binge eater. Okay, so you're about my height. 5'8", I would say start off, yeah, if you're a binge eater, okay, yeah, I would say aim for 1,200 calories and see where you get. 1,200 calories, make sure you're getting tons of fat and tons of protein. The carbohydrate sources, if you're eating carbs, make sure you're getting it from whole foods. Probably, I don't know if you're starting OMAD, if you're transitioning into, like, you can do it the way I'm doing it. The way I'm doing it right now, I went from binge eating like a crazy person to basically fasting for 21, 22 hours a day. And then within that hour eating window, I was eating whatever the heck I wanted. And then now I'm transitioning into eating healthy, because again, my gut microbiome is changing. Things are changing. My taste buds are changing. So I'm able to start craving healthier foods. You can do it that way. I find it difficult to go straight from binge eating to eating clean at 1,200 calories and OMAD. That's a lot of changes at once. So just focus on the one thing. Literally, just focus on this. Just eat within an hour eating window every day. That's it. Same time every day. Pick a time, eat within an hour eating window, let your body do its thing. Make sure you're having your electrolytes in the morning. That's your sodium and potassium. Just get some, you can get some Himalayan pink salt, but I like Celtic sea salt better. Celtic sea salt is 10 times better. Get some Celtic sea salt, get a cup of hot water, drink it. You don't have to drink the whole thing. Just drink enough and it will last you throughout the day. Make sure you get the electrolytes in, getting in your water, and just eat within an hour eating window. And then you'll start to notice that your taste buds are changing. And then when things start to change, that's when you want to start tracking calories. Go for 1200, eat, you know, a whole food kind of diet, avoid the processed stuff. Your body should not be craving the processed stuff, I think, afterwards. Some people might, it depends, but it's so individual. But this is like general advice I'm giving out right now. It's so individual per person. I can only help a person if they're literally following eating within an hour eating window and doing it consistently day in day. Then we can see where things are going. Then we can see what your cravings are or what have you. So yeah, just try that. Just make it easy for yourself. Anyway, everyone, thank you guys so. Bo, you're not in the camera anymore. Here, you want a treat? Stand up. You're pretty. Okay, you can have a treat. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this live stream. I'm gonna try to do one again tomorrow. I want to get comfortable with doing live streams again because this was really hard for me to just show my face on camera. I don't know, I was struggling a lot, but you know, it's not so bad, right, Bo? And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Take care. Bye.